In this tutorial, we're going to look through the quest and dialogue systems within Survival RPG Engine. Let's start with the dialogue system. Here you can see it in action, showing a message with a reply and triggering a quest. You'll see the quest appears in the HUD, and quest waypoints can appear on the map, minimap, and compass. The quest screen provides additional details about the quest obtained, including rewards and progress. Like most systems in Survival RPG Engine, core functionality comes through the player controller and into the player state. This ensures proper replication for multiplayer. In the player controller, we have functions for updating the quest and dialogue UI, as well as starting new dialogues. The player state houses both the quest component and the dialogue component. There are multiple functions related to starting, advancing, and updating quests, dialogue, and their related interfaces. Advanced dialogue allows you to change what NPCs say based on progression. Start dialogue will kick off a new dialogue with an NPC. Update quest UI and get quest UI will run anytime a quest is added, completed, or changed, ensuring they are up to date. Quest data is saved and loaded within the player save file. Dialogue data is stored within the level save file as part of the NPC data. Let's go through the dialogue flow. Firstly, when an NPC is interacted with, we call Start Dialogue. This will look up the incoming dialogue handle and get all of the details from the data table. It will also send the NPC actor and current message index. In the dialogue component, on Begin Play we get a reference to the quest component to ensure these two things can work together. Starting the dialogue will store the actor in the component and kick off Show Dialogue. When showing a dialogue, we first ensure there isn't already one active, and if so, remove it. We then check dialogue triggers. When engaging with a dialogue, it can trigger events such as starting a quest or advancing progression. Start Quest will take an incoming quest ID and send it to the quest component to attempt to start it. Set Condition will set a condition flag. Conditions are bools that can be used to store and advance progress. Advanced Dialogue will change the current dialogue message for the NPC you're speaking with. This allows you to change what dialogue is shown after speaking with an NPC. Advanced Dialogue will send the updated message index to the dialogue actor. This is done through the player state to ensure it is properly replicated. When interacting with an NPC, the message index will be sent to tell the system what message to open. Changing this through Advanced Dialogue allows you to create branches or simply show new messages each time. Next is Check Replies. Replies for dialogue can have conditions attached to them. This allows you to, for example, only show a reply after the players has completed something else first. The replies are checked against the player conditions and only shown if they should be. Finally, we spawn the UI with the information. If the reply list is empty, it will automatically have a single closed dialogue button created. The dialogue widget will take the information provided and show the correct message. Each reply is its own widget that advances or closes the dialogue when selected. Replies will show the message provided and return the next message index. If the message shown was the last message, the reply will only be closed dialogue. Now let's take a look at the data table that houses all of the dialogue information. At the top we have basic details, NPC name and image. Then we have the messages array. Each message has text for what it should say, and both reply and trigger arrays. Each message reply has the reply text that will appear on the button, a new message index, and a condition. The new message index is the next message in the array of messages that this reply will advance to. For example, this dialogue has two messages. Replying to the first message has a new message index of 1, taking you to the second message. The condition is the condition key requirement to show this reply. It is optional. Let's take a look at the dialogue setup for the crafting quest giver. The first message has a new message index of 1. This will advance the player to that message when selected. The second message has no replies, so the only option will be close dialogue. It also has two triggers. The first trigger is to start the demo quest. The second trigger is to advance the dialogue to index 2. This will ensure that after the quest has been accepted, the quest giver will say something different. Let's go check it out. First message appears on interaction with one reply. That reply advances the dialogue and starts the quest. The only reply option is close dialogue. Remember, this also has a trigger to advance the dialogue again. Because the dialogue was advanced, the message now shown is different. And that's it. It's extremely easy to set up new dialogue and attach it to any NPC you want. You can also expand the trigger functionality if you want dialogue to have triggers unique to your game. Let's move on to quests. On Begin Play, we get the condition component as we use it to check quests. We then bind on condition changed and on item changed from a player's inventory. On condition changed is triggered anytime a condition is updated, sending the name of that condition. We can then look through each of the active quests to see if any of them have condition requirements and if the newly updated condition is one of them. This allows you to advance quests from conditions, which can be set from anything for any reason, unlocking endless possibilities. On item change will trigger anytime an item is added to the player's inventory. We will then go through all active quests and check if the item that was changed is needed for any of our quests. If it is, we'll check how many items are needed against how many items were added. If all requirements have been met, we complete the quest task. If not, we advance it with a new count. This is not retroactive and will only track items obtained after a quest has started. Updating the task progress will set the new count and update the UI to match. Updating the quest UI does a few things. Firstly, it will update the values for any tasks and their status, and/or update the stage of the quest you are on. If show waypoint is true, it will also spawn the world waypoint based on the quest details. Waypoints are an actor that appear the world and are tracked on the map, minimap, and compass. These are only shown to players if the quest is selected to be tracked. When you first start a quest, we run a check against all completed and active quests and ensure that the new quest being started isn't already active or already completed. We also run a progress check against conditions. Although items are not retroactive, because conditions are meant to store progression, we ensure that the newly started quest doesn't already have progress and update it if it does. Updating tracked quests allow you to hide/show waypoints and the quest HUD for specific quests. The quest UI takes in all of the information from the quests, including stages, tasks, and rewards. It also allows the user to select if the quest is tracked or not. Quest tasks are their own widget and will show as completed or not. They will also spawn small item widgets for any rewards the task grant on completion. Let's head over to the quest data table. This is the demo quest from the dialogue we looked at earlier. Each quest has a title, description, and an array of stages. Each stage has a title and an array of tasks. Each task contains all of the quest data. For example, this task requires an item. That item is a bone and it needs 3 of them. The main task bool allows you to create tasks that will complete the entire stage. This lets you have optional tasks if you want. If no tasks are set as the main task, all tasks have to be completed to advance the stage. Next is the waypoint information. If the quest has a waypoint, it needs a vector in the world to appear, a title, and a max distance. The max distance is the distance from the waypoint before it visually appears in the player's world UI. Next, let's look at the other overview quest. This one uses conditions. Here you can see the condition ID that is required and the waypoint that is used. If we update the name of the waypoint, you can see what this looks like. Notice the distance is 25. Now, when I go into the world and get this quest, you'll see this waypoint appears. If I move away from it, it will slowly fade away until it no longer appears when I'm 25 meters away. When I get closer, it comes back. Finally, the condition itself. When I walk through the door, you'll see that the quest updates and the task change to green, showing it is completed. This is because of the point of interest in the world. Point of interests are another feature that let you show a name when a player enters an area and update conditions to track progress. I hope this has given you a quick rundown of the dialogue and quest systems and how Survival RPG Engine can quickly and easily enable you to create your dream game. For more updates on Survival RPG Engine, like and subscribe.